In this video, we're going to show you how to set up Blackbox Exporter for Prometheus. We also have another video showing how the full stack of monitoring components is set up all in one video. Check the link in the description or the playlist if you want to see that video. Let's set up the Blackbox Exporter to work with Prometheus. So Blackbox Exporter. This is a little bit different from other monitoring components. This one is basically your outside looking in probe, so it will basically query in a system from the outside. For example, it will hit a web server's port and actually query the web server rather than checking the process from the inside or checking the logs or anything like that. So it actually queries them as if it's an outside client. So it's a black box. It doesn't get to see, that's why it gets as the name black box. It doesn't get to see what's inside. It's querying it through its interface, and there you go. That's where the name comes from. So let's start configuring this. But before we run any commands, we're going to want to check that we have the right newest version here. So we're going to go ahead and paste in this URL here. Go to GitHub Prometheus Blackbox Exporter releases, and you can expand this to show all the assets, but the thing you're looking for here is 0.28.0. That's going to be the latest release. Make sure you're using the latest release. If you're copy pasting from old instructions, you might not be using the latest release, so you might want to just use substitute in the newest version. Now, I already have the newest version that I'm going to be copy pasting into the command line, but if it's been a while and you want to check, you can search for Linux AMD, assuming that's your platform. Go here, right click, say copy link address if you want to get the new link address. Anyways, I have that already, so don't need that at the moment. So for now, we're going to go ahead and minimize this, and let's clear this. We are going to set this up on Mon1, our monitoring service. So first thing we're going to do is add a service account. So I'm going to paste this in here, user add Blackbox. So Blackbox gets its own service account. You might think of this as overkill, giving everything its own service account. Node Exporter, Prometheus, Grafana, everything gets its own service account, including Blackbox, but this is probably the best practice, and it's not a real hard thing to do if you have the commands ready to copy and paste ahead of time. You could come up with your own monitoring user and use it for everything if you want to standardize that. But this is, I think this is not a bad way of doing things. So anyways, as long as you configure everything right, everything should have the correct permissions that are needed. So you're going to create an Etsy Blackbox exporter directory. We're going to be copying things there later. So now we're going to cd to temp. And we're going to run wget and pull down that file that we would have found at that in the browser before. So this file right here, wget GitHub Prometheus Blackbox Exporter. This is the tar.gz file you want to download. Notice it's on version 0.28.0. If it's been a while, you want to check that version is the latest. That's why you'd go and check that. Check GitHub in the browser just to make sure. Anyways, download this. It comes down pretty quickly because it's not very big. And then we're going to unpack it, tar xvf, the Blackbox exporter. Two files we care about in here. You have the config file and the binary, and these two are just the license and the notice. Those we don't care about. So we're going to go ahead and cd into Blackbox exporter, and we are going to first copy the Blackbox exporter binary to user local bin, because that way it will be on every user on the system's path, and that's also a standard location to install things, so it's a great place to put it. So we're going to copy our default configuration file to Etsy Blackbox exporter, and now we are going to chown both of those things to be owned by the service account that we created, both the Etsy directory and the binary. Note that directory, we're doing a recursive chown. Now, we're going to create a service, a systemd service. So we're going to go ahead and edit the unit file for the systemd service. So vi Etsy systemd system Blackbox exporter service. So we're going to edit this, and we're going to go ahead and paste in the contents of this file right here. So notice the service is listed as running as our service user. User and group are both Blackbox, and it is going to run the binary that we just installed, and we're specifying the config file that we just copied over as well. That's the default config file. So whoops, yeah, we're going to save this. And now we're going to go ahead and do a systemctl daemon reload to refresh those changes, basically to tell systemd to pull in the changes we made to that unit file so it will be aware of the service. And then we're going to go ahead and enable the service. And then we're going to go ahead and start the service. Now we're going to validate this. Actually, before we do that, we should check the status on the service. It will be fine. So here we go. It is active and it is enabled, and no issues in the logs there. So we are good to go. Let's go ahead and open a new browser tab, paste this in. Now your server IP goes here. If you have an IP address, put it there. If you have a host name for your server, use that. In my case, it's mon1. Enter that in, and here is Blackbox exporter. So not a whole lot important under, so debug probe, probe Prometheus. These aren't important. You can look at the configuration if you want. It'll print out its configuration for you if you want to get that from the web. And you can look at the metrics right here. These are the metrics that will be scraped by Prometheus. So you notice this is all text, and these are just values that will be parsed, read, scraped, and parsed by Prometheus. So that's metrics, that's the metrics URL. Same thing as node exporter and most other components that work together with Prometheus. That's a standard metrics URL that Prometheus will scrape. So next thing we want to do is add this to Prometheus. So I'm going to go over here, back to our monitoring host, and we're going to edit our Prometheus configuration file. So sudo vi etc prometheus.yaml. And we're going to go down to add another job at the bottom here. So notice these are under scrape configs, and we already have a job for Prometheus, for node, alert manager, push gateway. So right at the end here, we're going to add yet another job for Blackbox exporter. So I'm going to copy and paste this in here. And there we go. Blackbox is our job name, metrics path, probe, and let's see, static configs, targets, app1. So, and these are important for relabeling. I'm not going to get too into what all of these options do, but the important thing here is that our target, which I've already configured, is app1. So right now we're on mon1 on my monitoring host. We have app1, that's our app host. So we actually have Nginx running on this app host, and we want to check Nginx. So we're going to use Blackbox exporter to check the status of Nginx. So we're going to go, it is pointing to the URL of our Nginx server, so it's just going to test that. So Blackbox is going to test that and forward it along to Prometheus. So let's go ahead and save this config, and let's restart Prometheus. And now let's test out some Prometheus queries. So go to, we have an old query in here. We don't need that anymore. So let's go ahead and try probe success for Blackbox. So put in a query, probe success job equals Blackbox. There we go. We can see our Blackbox query is successfully probing Nginx. Now, I'm going to do HTTP status code for the job Blackbox. And did I paste? I did not paste that correctly. Let me go ahead and grab this and paste it in. So HTTP status code, this is just to query the Blackbox server. There we go. We can connect to Blackbox. And duration seconds. There we go. And we can probe DNS lookup time in seconds. Get the value for that too. Now we're going to take a look at this in a graph. It is showing, let's look at this in the last 5 minutes, right? So you can see some data being graphed here. Nothing too incredibly exciting. But that is basically it. I'd like to actually query everything with job name Blackbox just to show you what is available. But at least this is giving you a nice little chart. It's not a straight line, right? But let's paste this in. And actually, that's not going to have any real meaning on a graph, but we can post that in a table. And we'll get stats for all different things. So these are all metrics from the HTTP probes being sent by the Blackbox exporter. So Blackbox exporter sending HTTP probes to Nginx, and these are all metrics from that. So that's basically all the stuff that you see here. These are all things you could basically keep track of latency and stuff like that for your Nginx server or for whatever service you decide to monitor with Blackbox. So this is how you set up Blackbox exporter with Prometheus. If you want to see how to set up the other components that also work with this, just check the playlist that this video is in. If you want to see the full stack setup with all of the components all in one video, we have a full video that includes everything in the playlist also. Also, check the link in the description for the other videos. If you want to find the playlist or that full video, just check the link in the description. If you found this video useful or interesting, you might want to give me a thumbs up for this video. If you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, leave a comment if you want to share your own experience or if you've tried this out yourself. And also, most importantly, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our other great tech content. We're covering hardware, software, electronics, robots, 3D printing, Raspberry Pis, and more. Also, hit the bell icon so you actually get an update when we do come out with new videos. Otherwise, YouTube won't let you know. Also, that is pretty much it for today. So, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.